What is going on, everybody? It's the Francis. We're here back with a Monday Night Raw review for May the 9th, 2022. And let's just say this right now, Monday Night Raw is a big waste of time. No Roman Reigns, no Usos, no nothing like that. And we had two big matches end in disqualification because WWE does not know how to book anything that matters. Started the show off with the Arcade Bro coming out. They basically, like, Randy Orton's like, last night, we lost the battle, even though we put in our best efforts. But we are going to win the war. Randy Orton mentions that the Usos, and it was their idea. It was their idea to come to Raw and get a tag team unification match. Which actually, it was Roman's idea. And fact that he ripped up the contract, so they are going to come to SmackDown. Well, like Matt Riddle says, they're going to come to SmackDown and they're going to they're going to tell him we want our tag team unification match. And since they can't make any decisions without the big dog himself, they're going to go to SmackDown. They're going to make sure that they tell the Tribal Chief they're going to get it. If he says no, they're going to make him reconsider his offer. Whatever. Here come the Street Profits, who say they are the most dangerous threats to these guys, not the Usos. They're going to be the ones to unify the tag team championships. They don't want it's not that they just want the titles. The Street Profits are up and they want the smoke. Matt Riddle gives you the line of the night, saying, "You really want the smoke? Well, the Arcade Bro 420 says we just smoked your ass." Randy Orton with the fucking reaction of the night. It says they're going to do with the three most dangerous letters in wrestling today. RK Bro, which is 6 or 5, whatever, but yeah. So that is how it started. We have a tag team match here for the millionth time. The Street Profits versus the RK Bro. Now, this match was, of course, set up a couple weeks beforehand, where the Street Profits did say that Adam Pearce told them no matter who won the match at Backlash, which was supposed to be unification at the time, they had next. So if they would have had the unification match, we would have got the Street Profits versus the Usos. But we had this match instead. So for the millionth time, we have RK Bro versus the Street Profits. Who do you think was going to win this one? You didn't have Randy Orton and Matt Riddle come out just to lose. There was a little bit of miscommunication here when Matt Riddle tried to go for a floating bro to the outside onto Montez Ford. Montez Ford pushed Randy Orton into his way, so he knocked him over. But they ended up, in the end, we got a beautiful RKO from Matt Riddle as Ford goes up for a frog splash. Matt Riddle pops up in midair, hits the RKO, 1, 2, 3, and picks up the win. Beautiful looking connection, beautiful looking sell by Montez Ford. It's no Matt Sydal, aka Evan Bourne, but it's a pretty damn good RKO. Randy Orton's on the outside just clapping and golf clapping, and just proud at the fact that they're still the tag team champions. You do not take the titles off of RK Bro until A, you are ready to unify the tag team titles and give them to the Usos, which is probably how it would go. Or B, you have plans for a breakup between RK Bro. That's the only time you take them off. Sasha shows how Cody Rhodes defeated Seth Rollins at WrestleMania Backlash. So Jimmy Smith says Rhodes will get a U.S. title match against Austin Theory tonight at 10 p.m. I want to ask, why are we getting a world title match for Cody Rhodes? I'm not a world title match. Why is Cody Rhodes getting a United States Championship match already? He just came back at WrestleMania. He's had, 5 matches? Maybe 4 matches on television, including Backlash. And, he's had 2 on pay-per-view. I think 3 on TV. Yet, they're going to give him a title match. Not even a championship contenders match. A U.S. title match. Why? You're not going to take the title off of Austin Theory already, are you? So Kevin Patrick is standing on this stage, and this elevated stage with a set stairs going down. So he brings Austin Theory over, who Patrick asks him about how he's preparing for a worthy challenger in Roads to the Night. Theory asks if he looks like he needs to prepare because he can do this all day. Is the youngest United States champion for a reason, and says he's already great and barely scratching the surface and he's full of potential. He yells at the fans to shut up. He says doesn't give a damn about Cody or the past because Theory is the future and that's all he cares about. Poses for a bit with his and takes a bunch of selfies, and that is how that ended. Rayo Ripley became the latest disciple of Hall of Famer Edge going on Judgment Day. So, here we go. Rayo Ripley is here for the newest member of the... Now, it was Judgment Day when Damian Priest came out a week ago to have a match. I think it was last week. Yeah, the match with AJ Styles. It was just called Judgment Day. And now that Rayo Ripley's been added, is now the Judgment Day. So, yeah. Also, even though it wasn't known until after this match, I knew it was coming. Rayo Ripley no longer has her old NXT theme. After she beats Liv Morgan, because let's face it, she beats Liv Morgan later, they played whatever the fuck her new music's supposed to be, with some guys just like, this is my brutality, this is my brutality, this is my... It's like, what is this garbage I'm listening to? Then again, this is what WWE has to do. They have to get rid of all themes that were good. Like, I don't know, how long is it going to be before Cody loses Kingdom? That's the biggest question people need to ask there. How long until Cody comes out to some cheap generic theme and people in WWE want you to just shut up and take it? That's what this is going to lead to. Surprised one little bit. So, Judgment Day comes out. The Judgment Day comes out. Back from break, Edge on the mic and says he's formed the Judgment. They formed the Judgment Day because they are tired of being sheep like all of you. They did. That says that they did get in the Hall of Fame ring, but big deal because he's bigger than the Hall of Fame. Says he's also got his body beat up. He talks about how his body is full of injuries, but did anyone care? No. A bunch of keyboard warriors with asinine comments. He says Judgment Day holds the mirror to each fan, and fans don't like what they see. Mainly because they're ugly. Oh no, you called us ugly. Oh my god, that's so mean. Really, that's what you're limping to the barn with? Oh, the fans are ugly. Come the fuck on. Really? That's, like I said, that's what you're limping to the barn with? Terrible. Just terrible. He says they can look in the mirror and they like what they see, and insults AJ Styles in the local crowd and says they don't seem to understand that no one can touch Judgment Day. Fans, of course, chant, you suck. Priest says the truth hurts, as individually he and Edge were able to destroy all of your favorites, but together they are something more, something else. But imagine adding an instrument of brutality, which they did in Rayo Ripley. But Priest calls for everyone to rise, and he says it again, everybody rise! To the newest member of the Judgment Day, Rayo Ripley. Ripley says joining the group was the easiest decision of her life. She saw two of them change for the better and says she wanted that for herself. She's done sending off autographs at airports for all the little kids who come to her saying they want to be like her when they grow up. Then she goes online the next day and sees that same autograph on eBay. What do you expect? Her signature's worth something. She's done being used, and that's why she joined the Judgment Day. Fans give her a what treatment. Which, that is your only reasoning for joining Edge and Damian Priest, is because the fans were going out there and spending and taking your photo? That's the best you got for me? Like, really, Vince? That is the best you fucking got? Is that this woman was pissed that a bunch of little snot-nosed brats went online and took her picture, or her autograph, and made money for it. Yeah, okay, sure. Not the fact that you've been stuck in tag teams, useless tag teams, time and time again. Wow, I don't know. Oh yeah, speaking of also, Edge decided he needed to cut his hair. So Edge is short hair again, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, yeah, we had Edge back in the day when he first retired. He cut his hair not too long afterwards, which that's fine. That was then. This is now. We have Edge here being Mr. Judgment Day. There's no reason I think he should have his hair cut. But hey, if he wants to, they want to change it to make him look more evil, then you do what you got to do. I got to say about that. So Liv Morgan comes out. Of course, she's got a match with Ripley. Because, let's face it, they're not going to finish that off yet. So, it was Ripley versus Liv Morgan. And I was thinking, Rhea's got to win this match in seconds. Show how dominant you're going to be. Beat this woman so badly and so fast that you look dominant. Obviously, that wasn't what they were going to do. You're not going to want to bury, I guess, Liv Morgan, even though Liv Morgan has outlived her usefulness as anything special on the main roster. That's just a fact. You had a little moment in the sun. Had her fun in the sun. She had her championship opportunity. There's nothing more for Liv Morgan she's gonna get on this. She's just gonna be somebody who puts others over. They're not going to do anything with her, which is a damn shame because Liv Morgan is really, really good and fans love her. But y'all just got to realize that WWE does not care about the fans. They do not care about you people. They only care about the casuals. They only care about the wee bits of money they're going to make every single month. If you don't like it, that's on you. Yeah. So Liv Morgan loses to Rhea Ripley in about 5 minutes, I think. Not by the Riptide, but by the Cloverleaf submission that she uses. Judgment Day stands tall in the middle of the ring. Edge nods to Rhea to go Liv in post-match attack. She ragdolls Liv with a Cloverleaf. It makes her scream out while Edge gets down in his face laughing. Laughing and taunting. The Judgment Day stand tall again, but out comes Finn Balor and AJ Styles. They two sweets, and then we get a match between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. This was match 1 of 3, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but match 1 of 3 that ends in disqualification. Why would this match end in disqualification? Oh, I don't. We get Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, of course. AJ Styles is on the outside. Like I said, this match ended in disqualification because Edge attacked Finn Balor. AJ attacked Edge. Damian Priest attacked AJ Styles. But AJ was able to fight him off. Rhea Ripley gets in the ring and pulls AJ off of Damian Priest. He turns around to strike, but sees it's Rhea Ripley and just stops. This allows Judgment Day to decimate AJ Styles. Leave AJ Styles laying while they celebrate everything. They walk back up, and that is that. After the ring, we get Omos and MVP on I Really Don't Care About This. But before we get to the VIP lounge, back in stage, you have Alpha Academy and Kevin Owens talking about the whole Ezekiel Elias bullshit that is absolute garbage. And then Kevin Owens says that he also happens to have a brother, which he might do in real life, but not right now. And this brother of his is going to make Ezekiel pay and beat the living shit out of him. And I'm thinking we're really going down this route where Kevin Owens is going to now claim that he has an older brother and his older brother I just can't with this. This is just grade A garbage. Can we get this shit off my television? So, a match later in the night is supposed to be Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens' brother. I just can't with this company. This is what you're lumping to the bottom with. This is what Kevin Owens gets. This is his reward for fighting and having Stone Cold's first match in almost 20 years. Yeah. yeah, that's what I would want to be for Kevin Owens if I was coming into this. If I was doing this, just my goodness, this is fucking stupid. Kevin Owens could have been somebody that was, challenging for the U.S. Championship as a babyface if they wanted to, or if we didn't do the unification for the world titles because Fox doesn't want to have, they want to have exclusivity on talent. We could have had Kevin Owens. We could have had. I just don't even know the company. This shit sucks. This shit is always going to fucking suck. Let's end it all. Let's end this shit. Have Elias go away for a few more months. Let his beard grow back. Have him come out and do his shtick again. Because this is absolutely cringe-inducing garbage. MVP Lounge don't really care. They have, Cedric comes out, they jaw for a minute. Out comes Bobby Lashley. He destroys a bunch of security. He destroys Cedric Alexander. He knocks Omos out of the ring, which every time Omos and Bobby Lashley do anything, it makes Omos look worse. It really, really does. MVP retreats as Cedric Alexander gets the shit beat out of him more and more, and that is that. Adam Pearce is backstage with Sonya Deville. Deville hasn't enough of this formal investigation into contact because she says, we both know whether it's in the ring or outside as an official, I do everything by the book. And this should all just be done. He says, well, in your match tonight, he's trying to tell her who her opponent's going to be. She's like, you know what? I don't even care. Because with me, I'm on another level. Sure, whatever. It's nothing personal. It isn't personal. It's just business. So she comes out. Announcers hype up Rhodes vs. Theory at 10 because we have to do that. She comes out. Adam Pearce comes out and says, Sonya, I tried to tell you in the back. I tried to do this in the back. But you just wouldn't let me speak. The investigation into your conduct is over. And WWE Brass has come to the conclusion that you have been, time and time again, you abused your power for gain or whatever else. So as of today, you are no longer a WWE official. Your contract as a WWE official has been terminated. You are still an in-ring competitor. So you will be facing, and out comes Alexa Bliss. Using her old goddess music, comes out, looks like herself, but she's holding Lily. So I get that we're probably getting Alexa Bliss back as Alexa Bliss the goddess, it seems like. But for now, she's still keeping Lily around. And do you really think WWE is going to drop Lily as a whole? That's a tool. That's something they could sell in their shop for Halloween or any other type of occasion. Hell, it's like that's something they can go out there and still sell to their viewers. So you're damn straight they're going to keep Lily on the payroll in the shop. That was no doubt about that. Comes out wearing all black with a little bit of pink, so it looks like she is I don't know. Her music came out and it started off as normal Alexa Bliss music, and then it just it remixed into other music. So maybe we're going to have a different version of Alexa Bliss. I do not know. So this match lasted 30 seconds. Bliss hits a DDT, goes up, hits the Twisted Bliss, and that was it. Alexa comes back and squashes Sonya Deville in 30 seconds. May I ask why she needed to be squashed in 30 seconds? Is this her punishment? as the board of directors saw fit, or what? It just seemed very unnecessary to have Alexa Bliss come back and win this match in 30 seconds. Doesn't help Sonya Deville at all. It doesn't really do anything for Alexa Bliss either. It's just, why am I seeing Alexa come back and just get that dominant of a victory over somebody who can't hold her own and didn't need to be squashed like that? I'm just saying. So, so Ezekiel comes out to a small, minuscule pop. Back to commercial break. Out comes Ken Owens. And it's Kevin Owens in a gray wig. And, yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking on this. Of course, Ezekiel's like, hello, and he's like, don't do that, I'm trying to prove a point here that nobody believes that this is not Elias. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Did Joseph Park go to Vince McMahon and give Vince a shitty idea like this? Vince said this was a great idea, let's do it? I don't know what in the fuck of hell we're doing here. Now Kevin Owens is coming out as his older brother to I'm lost for words here. I'm trying to figure out how to articulate this because my goodness. You can't not get, like, this is channel changing material right here. This is fucking torturous. The fact that you have us going out there and having to have Kevin Owens be Ken Owens. Why? Why? This was the best you could do for Elias. To have him come out here. All you had to do was be like, hi, my name is Ezekiel. Don't mention anything about Elias. Don't act like he's even close related to Elias. He's Ezekiel. He's a new character. No ties to Elias. And we move the fuck on. I am sick and tired of all of this. I don't want to see it anymore. So they beat that. They have a brawl. They have a fight. The Alpha Academy beat them up. They all three lay him out, and that is that. We saw Becky Lynch was interrupted by Asuka last week. Backstage, Adam Pearce is now commenting on how she is more than deserving for a title shot. Lynch appears not happy how she will still be hasn't received her rematch. Rematches have been all but antiquated. Becky, you know this. There is no reason for you to get a title shot. You lost. Move on. You have to go to the back of the line. How hard is that to understand, woman? But yeah. That's what this is. So, basically what's going to happen in the main event is Asuka is going to face Bianca Belair in a championship contenders match. They say stuff back and forth. Who really cares? Veer Mahan versus Frank Loman, the jobber from wherever the hell they're at. He's got 3 triplets and a wife at home, so he has to do this. So he goes out there and has a match where he gets his shit beat out of him. Yeah, you had 3 triplets apparently with a wife. Here's your $500. Thank you for your time. Enjoy it in the hospital. It's destroyed, and that is that. How much more are they going to do Veer versus Jobber A and Jobber B, or Jobber C and Jobber D? It's got to be over, right? There's literally no reason to do this anymore. This is not going to get Veer over. Nobody cares about Veer. If you want people to care about Veer, have him go out there and beat and fight actual people. You had him beat up the Mysterios, or at least Dominic, and then the next thing you know, he's out here fighting jobbers. How does this help him? I really want to know, how does this help Veer Mahan? Like, I know, yeah, we had, like, the last time they did something like this, when we talked to the talent, we got fucking Braun Strowman destroying shit, what the hell is his name? Destroying a jobber who ended up becoming a regular. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head. It was Carmella's bitch for a while. I don't really care. All I know is this is more and more garbage. So I think WWE's trying to see about this as well. I don't know. All I know is get this shit off my television. Veer needs to go out there and be, like, murdering people. Not that hard. He needs to just go out there, beat a bunch of people up. Like, he needs to go out there and get some competent matches. Let's see what this guy can do. How much more is this guy going to be sitting there? Just beating up jobber after jobber after jobber. And people are not going to care. They really don't seem to care as it is. This guy had a shot. And you took it away from him. You gave this guy months and months and months of promo after promo after promo after promo. And just, he's coming, and you haven't done anything with him since. I don't know what they're gonna do. This company fucking sucks. Let's just be real. This company fucking sucks. But yeah, Veer beats another jobber. What now? What is next for Veer? I don't know. Kevin Patrick is back with Cody. Cody congratulates Rhodes. He congratulates Rhodes on defeating Seth Rollins at WrestleMania Backlash. And asks, what's next between the two? He says nothing is next. He gives Rollins some praise, but says as far as he's concerned, the chapter is closed. Mentions how Theory has much potential, but he has to dig to find potential. And Theory better be ready to dig tonight because there's nothing better sound than the American Nightmare as the new United States champion. And he walks off. We go to that match. Match was okay. The match was fine. Cody and this guy and Theory. How do you think WWE was going to do this? Huh? How do you think WWE was going to book Austin Theory versus Cody fucking Rhodes? You think we're going to get a burner of a match that was going to go at least 25 minutes with Cody Rhodes winning the United States Championship, or Austin Theory getting a lucky roll-up pin or some kind of thing to be able to beat him and retain his championship? No. Cody was zeroing in on the finale, on the win. He was going to pick this up. He was going to be done. He was going to become the new United States champion. When all of a sudden, Seth Rollins comes out, attacks him from behind. Cody wins by disqualification, so yes, if you wanted to, you can give him another title match eventually. Beats up Cody Rhodes, sends him to the outside, beats him up more, stomps his head through the table, or on the table, and that was that. So obviously, Cody and Seth are not done. Everyone knew Cody and Seth was not done. Did we have to have a U.S. title match for you to tell us that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins are not done? No, you did not. I don't understand why you had to go down this route. You could have had Cody Rhodes versus Mustafa Ali. You could have had Cody Rhodes versus literally anybody. You still got the same outcome that you did. Why did we have to have a United States Championship match to have Seth Rollins come out and attack Cody Rhodes? It could have been against anybody. Cody, I mean, I guess you can go, oh, well, it was the way so Seth Rollins could screw Cody and keep them, yeah. No, I don't buy it. It was dumb. It was absolutely, positively fucking dumb. Predictable and dumb. That's WWE for you. What can we say about that? Okay, I don't know why this match happened next. Nicky Trash and Piper Niven versus Sasha Banks and Naomi. The only reason that I can see anything with this happening is because last week, after Nicky Trash lost the 24/7 championship to Dana Brooke again, Piper Niven walks in and says, "Are you done? Are you going to take this seriously now?" Nicky said yes, and that's all we got from that last week. So, you're hoping that WWE has plans for this. What are we going to do with Piper Niven and Nicky Trash? Well, we're going to have them come out here and have a match with the tag team champions Sasha Banks and Naomi because WWE needs tag teams. That is the biggest reason why this match is happening and why you put Nicky Trash and Piper Niven, two losers, together as a tag team. What do you think happened? Oh, well, Piper Niven was dominating the match. Nicky tags in. She goes back and forth with both the women. She poses for her finish. Piper's like, tag me in. Tag me in. She's like, no, I got this. I got this. Goes for a finish. Sasha Banks blocks it. Takes out Piper Niven. They hit their finisher, whatever the fuck it's called. The assisted, code breaker. 1, 2, 3, and they retain. After the match, Nicky Trash is berated verbally by Piper Niven, telling her she needs to take this seriously. Look at what happens when you don't take this seriously. You lose. Because you're a loser. That's what happens when you don't take this seriously. All of a sudden, The Miz's music hits. And The Miz is going to be the special guest referee for the next match. Oh, fucking joy. What is the next match, you may ask? Oh, why, it's Mustafa Ali versus Tommaso Champa. Neither one of these guys got an entrance. The Miz, the special guest referee, got an entrance while when we come back from break, Mustafa Ali and Tommaso Champa are both in the ring. Miz gets the mic and says, you know, Mustafa, I agree with you. You have been treated poorly by WWE. So my friend Austin Theory went to his mentor, Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, and got you a special guest referee. That happens to be me. And I'm going to call it right down the middle, which of course means he's not going to call it down the middle because he goes out there and Mustafa Ali would get a pin. Miz makes up some stupid bullshit excuse why he's not able to make the pin. Or, count the pinfall. And it's just one thing after another, and Champa ends up winning. That was that. Waste of everyone's time. Anybody thought that Mustafa Ali was going to be something, bringing him back was going to be, the second coming of his entire career in WWE. You are out of your fucking mind. Don't you look stupid now. It's pointless. It's hopeless. WWE is going to embarrass Mustafa Ali. They're going to do everything they can to make him regret going online and saying he wants released. They're going to make him feel stupid. They're going to do everything they can to make fans not care when they fire Mustafa Ali, because you know it's going to happen now. They got what they wanted from the guy. They're going to make his life a living hell. They're going to embarrass him. They're going to job him out. He is going to get nothing in return, and then he's going to be fired, because WWE can sit there and go, ha, we tried. And that's all you got to say. That's all you got to think about that. That's all. It's a joke. But it is what WWE likes to do. They like to be total fucking assholes. And that is what we got for that. Let's see here. We had a vignette for Lacey Evans. This is the condensed version of Chapter 5, of the 5 chapters that have aired on SmackDown in recent weeks. Because I watch Monday Night Raw and I want to see the garbage I've seen on SmackDown on my television. Oh, that's right. I fucking don't. It's just, oh my god, I don't care about this. Thankfully, she didn't come out and do what she did on SmackDown. But yeah, I really want to see Lacey Evans on my television. Let me think. No, I don't. I don't want to see Lacey Evans anywhere near my television. I don't give a shit about what she goes through. Yes, It might be a very touching story. It might all be true. I don't give a shit. This is one of those times where you don't remix reality with fiction. I don't care about Lacey Evans. I've never cared about Lacey Evans. If she was somebody who actually was good in the fucking ring, and somebody who actually was good at her fucking job before she left to go have baby number 2, which, by the way, that's good on her. She needs to do what she needs to do. But I just don't care. Why should I care? Give me a reason why I should fucking care about Lacey fucking Evans. Oh, wait, you don't have one? Okay, good. Okay, cool. I just have this feeling that we are going to see Lacey Evans popping out, and it's like she's going to keep doing the walking thing. Oh, let me pose for you. Let me hug you. Let me just do all this shit. Kiss your baby. And then it's going to turn everybody on her, and she's going to be a heel again. And it's like, I watched Wrestling Observer Live today, and just how apoplectic Brian Alvarez was at the fact that there's no way they could bring her back from all this and make her make her a heel. Like, you wanna bet? This is Lacey Evans. What did they do with her the first time around? She came out, she waved to the crowd, she went back into her hidey hole, and we didn't see her until the next show. And they did it over and over and over again. She did it on both shows until finally, the night after WrestleMania, she attacked Becky Lynch and was the first person to challenge Becky for her title, which in hindsight was the dumbest thing they could have done for all of it. And so far, she's only made one appearance since she's been back, and she did the same thing, except all she did was she jumped on a couple people, she took off her jacket, she was like, oh my god, thank you. It's gonna turn sour. Like that. Bobby Lashley was pacing backstage. We see what will happen with Bobby Lashley and Omos when we come back from break. We see what happened with the clashing in the VIP lounge. He's backstage. He says MVP is the reason Omos won at WrestleMania Backlash. And the only reason, he says, next week he wants Omos trapped inside a steel cage. Okay, so we just had a steel cage match on Fox 2 weeks ago. Or was it last week? It was 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Something tells me that the USA Network, or NBC Universal, was a little upset that Fox got a steel cage match and they didn't. So we need to get one too, or we're gonna be very, very upset. That's basically what happened. Remember back when we were promoting Hell in a Cell, and Bobby Lashley was, I believe, WWE champion still, and he went out there and we had a Hell in a Cell for the WWE champ, like a Hell in a Cell between, it wasn't for the WWE title, that'd have been stupid, but between him and Xavier Woods for no other reason than to do it. And then they went and did the same thing on SmackDown. This is lazy. This is dumb. This is so fucking stupid. I really, really wish Fox would cancel SmackDown and we put SmackDown back on the USA Network, where SmackDown so that the USA Network can just be like, yeah, you go do this, or you do that with SmackDown, and we don't have to worry about anything. We don't have to have one company go, oh, why did they get this and we didn't? Oh, wah. Give me a fucking break and grow the fuck up. And also, if SmackDown was back on the USA Network or on Peacock or whatever, we could end the brand split. We wouldn't have to have 2 different brands. It's fucking ridiculous. More bullshit from the 24/7 stuff. Don't care. Asuka versus Bianca Belair. We had about 5 minutes or less when Asuka was coming out. Imagine booking Asuka versus Bianca Belair with less than 5 minutes for them to have in the ring. Just like her husband, Becky Lynch was on commentary for this. I mean, her husband wasn't for the match earlier. But just like her husband, Becky Lynch goes and she attacks Asuka. and she causes a disqualification. Oh, she attacked Bianca Belair, and she causes a disqualification. So, yeah, we all know that this is going to lead to Asuka versus Becky Lynch at probably Hell in a Cell. Should they be inside Hell in a Cell? Hell no. They don't deserve Hell in a Cell. Is WWE going to give us a match between these two that we should care about and build it up right? Probably not. So the show goes off the air with Asuka and Bianca Belair trying to recover from the vicious beatdown they both just got from Becky Lynch. And you wasted our time. Not a shock. WWE loves wasting fans' time. The show wasn't a complete waste of time. No Roman Reigns. We'll see him on SmackDown with the Bloodline in RK Bro. Like, I don't know. If we're gonna end the brand split, we need to end the brand split. If we're gonna do if you're going to tease, if you're going to promote again a unification match, you better fucking do a tag team unification match at the pay-per-view, or don't fucking tease it again. Hell in a Cell, RK Bro versus the Usos. Make it a Hell in a Cell match. It's the only Hell match that should be inside Hell in a Cell, unless of course you want to do Cody versus Seth Rollins, which I'm absolutely fine with. Make sure Becky versus Asuka happens as well. Make sure Asuka, like, I don't know what you do with Bianca Belair. They're probably going to do Becky versus Asuka versus Bianca Belair for a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. It does not deserve to be inside Hell in a Cell, so let's not go there. But do better. This show fucking sucks. And if I didn't do this, if I had something else on this channel that actually was able to garner good viewership, I would stop doing this shit, because this shit is just wasting my fucking time. I would still do AEW on Wednesday night, because AEW on Wednesday night is some good shit. Rampage 2 would be probably one of those things that, I talk about. But this is just some of the worst fucking television you watch. How this is, and it's crazy, because how is this the #1 show on WWE television? NXT is trash. It was the #1 show for so many years. But, WWE got the meatly paws into it, so it sucks now. But how is this show the best that you got? I don't know. All I know is this show fucking sucks. Monday Night Raw is going to suck for a very, very long time. And that's all you can really say about it. They don't care. They're not going to care. Honestly, I know every one of us sits there and we complain. I believe Steven Larson have stopped reviewing this show because it's so god-awful. Like, if I could figure out something else to make this channel grow, like, get something, and, like, the only reason I do this is because there's nothing else for me really to do. This is, like, just to a point where it's like, I was hoping for something, like, better for WWE at a time, but now it's just like, can we just get this shit over with? End the brand split. End it all. And let's move on and just reset. And when the brand split's needed again, you can come back to it. But now, this shit fucking sucks. That is your Monday Night Raw review. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Find me on Minds at the France Club. Find me on twitch.tv/thefranceclub. And find me on Instagram at the France Club. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, where the Owen Hart Cup begins. Until then, my name is France, and I'll see you guys later.